gonna be blasting those shoulders with a high rep workout. Since shoulders are about half fast twitch and about half slow twitch, it's really important to switch up your training. So you wanna be lifting heavy with low reps, and you also wanna be doing that high rep training. This doesn't mean that you go ahead and automatically grab those 2.5 pound dumbbells. I want you to choose a weight that's going to be challenging for those last 2 to 3 reps. And also think about your cues when you're lifting. So for example, if you're doing lateral raise, think about pushing that weight away from you rather than pulling the weight up. This is going to limit the use of your traps and switch the emphasis back to building those delts. So without further ado, let's pick up some lighter dumbbells and train. Let's get into this workout. The first exercise is a neutral grip shoulder press. Now I've got the dumbbells right in front of my delts as opposed to further out. This makes the exercise a bit more difficult, so start with a lighter weight and then assess from there. Elbows are going to be directly under the dumbbells, and I'm keeping the elbows in. As you bring the dumbbells down, you want them to almost touch the front delts. And you're going to feel this quite a bit in the lateral delts, the front delts, and even a bit in the upper chest. Keep that core nice and tight, and make sure you're pushing evenly with both sides. So those dumbbells should be symmetric as you push them up and as you bring them back down. So we're going to be doing 3 sets of 20 to 25 here. So choose your dumbbells accordingly. You want it to be difficult for the last few reps, but doable. We're performing these seated, so there's less chance of using momentum. Next exercise is pause rep lateral raises. Now for this exercise, think about rotating your shoulder blades back and down, and also think about pushing the dumbbells away from your body. Now mid-rep or at the top of the movement, I want you to pause for just a second. This, of course, is going to make the exercise much more difficult, in addition to adding all those reps. So we're at 20 to 25 reps here too. Push that dumbbell away. Think about keeping everything in a nice, even plane. So your arms should be at about 180 degrees. Palms should be facing down. Elbows should be soft. So you don't want your elbows too bent, and you also don't want to lock those elbows out. And that mid-rep pause is going to be killer. Make sure you keep it up throughout the exercise and really control the weight. Consciously focus on relaxing the traps. The next straight set we're going to do is low pulley face pull with rotation. This exercise is amazing for hitting those lateral delts and for hitting the rear delts. So think about it as a 2-part move. So pull the rope up, almost like you're doing an upright row, and then rotate back. And you want to think about keeping your palms up for this exercise. And as you rotate back, think about pulling the rope apart. If you don't have a long rope like that, it's okay. Go ahead and get 2 ropes and attach them both to the cable and extend them all the way out. So you've essentially created a longer rope. Just don't hog it for a long time. So here, you're gonna feel it mostly in the rear delts as you rotate back. This is also a fantastic move for overall shoulder health. So just make sure you keep it in 2 parts on the way up and 2 parts on the way down too. Control your body and don't use momentum. Let's move into our first superset. This is going to be a Y press with a T raise. Now with the Y press, think about lowering the weight to where your elbows almost come into your rib cage. And on the way up, think about pushing up and out. So you are essentially forming a Y with this exercise. You're gonna go quite a bit lighter than you would normally go when doing traditional shoulder press. And you're gonna go probably even lighter because we're still doing that 20 to 25 reps here. So really focus, control the weight. Tempo should be nice and slow. Even though we're doing high reps, really focus on executing each rep properly and stay mindful. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and adjust the bench up just a little bit, grabbing a lighter set of dumbbells here, and think about making a T with your arms. So your body's going to make a T actually as you get into mid-rep here. Elbows should be bent slightly, and think about, again, pushing that weight away rather than lifting it. This is really going to target those rear delts. And this weight is super light, but it definitely burns as you're doing that high rep. Try not to rest too long at the bottom. The longer you rest at the bottom, the less tension you're keeping on those muscles and the less results you're going to see. So of course this makes it harder, but keep it moving, keep that tempo nice and slow and even. Here's our last superset. This is band pull-aparts, and then we're gonna jump right into bus drivers. So you can use any kind of band you'd like here, and really all you're focusing on is keeping constant tension. So these are partial reps, and you're just pulling, controlling that release, and you should feel it quite a bit in those rear delts. And just keep it going. 20 to 25 reps here. And again, you want that constant tension. Dropping the mini band, grabbing a plate, and bus drivers. So this is a fun burnout exercise. You're gonna keep those arms extended, and it's almost like you're turning a steering wheel. So perform each rep evenly on both sides. And you're just going to keep going 20 to 25 reps. And for this, if you're in between, let's say you're in between a 10-pound plate and a 25-pound plate, don't be afraid to grab a dumbbell. And you can always do this exercise with another piece of equipment that allows you to kind of hit that middle ground, which will help you continue to make progress. So keep those arms extended. Don't move the body. Really focus. If you're trying to grow your shoulders, it can be tough to find that balance between too much and not enough. What I would recommend doing is training shoulders twice a week. One day that's heavy with low reps, and a second day later on in the week that's higher reps and lower weights. If you like this video, please consider subscribing and joining the Fit Fam. We'd love to have you. If you try these workouts and you love them, please tag me on social media. I really enjoy seeing your progress and seeing you take these workouts and making them your own. Thanks for watching. Until next time, train smart and train hard, y'all.